is done.
We are at the chamber.
I know, isn't this awesome?
They've always wondered, where is the chamber? And we're here.
Yeah. I just thought, I was like, we talk about it so much, maybe it would be a good
We are
idea
at
to
the
be
Welcome
here.
Center.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't know. It feels like I have to, somebody's going to come to the counter any minute, and I'm going to have to help them and tell them where
That's
something.
what we're doing, though.
Oh, that's what we do.
That's what we do. We
Hi,
help
it's
people.
Karla's Korner. Hi, Karla.
Hey.
Big day. Big day.
Yes. Yes. We're ready.
Are you ready?
I'm trying to keep my hair straight. Keeping my hair done.
Today is the Gilmer Chamber annual business meeting.
Yes.
So we have to go there, and we've got to, business. We got to get all business.
Yes.
And we got to do all the,
Member of the year.
all the
Business of the year.
But there's a good lunch.
Citizen of the year. Yes, I saw the menu. I'm not telling you what it is though, but I saw the menu. And we have to have our board of directors sworn in, and we should
get an award for best show of the year. We got to add that next year. Like,
I
and the
almost-
winner goes to best show.
Did you see?
Don't tell them we're the only show, but we are the only show in town. I've always wanted to say that.
No, that's gonna be how you're gonna get yourself an award.
Yeah.
I almost posted every Thursday morning. I do a little cute
Mhm.
Bitmoji of us, and I almost did one this morning of it was like a statue of you, and then me standing small beside the statue, and I was gonna be like, if you didn't watch last week's episode, instead of creating an award, we made a statue.
Oh, you're funny. Oh, you're funny. What's going on?
Nothing, just this annual meeting's always a big deal. I'm so glad we don't have a weather issue this year. It seems like every year we have a weather thing, and we either have to move it or worry about it. And this year it's all good.
Yeah, it's a great meeting. It really is. It's a great meeting, and it's the business meeting of the year. And now.
Beautiful sunrise this morning, by the way.
And right after the show, I have to go get dressed up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to. I said I was going to.
I was looking for the Karla's Korner video from last week or the week. It was last week. Last week was my first week back, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was looking for that video, and YouTube ranks them by the most viewed videos, and so this one popped up, and I wanted to send it to you, and it was when you had like the long hair going, and I had long red hair, and I was like, woo! Wow. I was like, I don't know if we've matured or just become more sensible people about our hair.
Well, I tell you what, it's funny you said that. The other day I went next door where I get my hair cut, and I said I'm thinking about just letting it grow again. So, all right. I'm thinking about it.
We're definitely.
I need to be over with that.
We definitely look a lot better than we used to. Now there was the one where you had
Is this about?
What was that?
What's this show about?
What was that movie? You had like a Full Metal Jacket, like military buzz cut. There was one of those. I saw that. I was like, dang, I don't remember that. Yeah, so we've been doing the show, 3 years now?
Yeah.
3 years now. You can really go back and see some hair. I mean, I thought, we made fun of Paige, but in reality, we are not much better.
We have footage to go back.
We have footage.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked in your lifetime at any time as a server in a restaurant?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I worked in restaurants for like years.
Okay. So did you ever have that bad night where somebody wore a drink accidentally?
What do you mean wore
You
a
spilled
drink?
a drink.
I never spilled a drink
You
on
did?
anybody. No.
Did you ever work with somebody that did? Did you see that?
I dropped a tray of food before, but not on somebody.
last night we went out to eat, not here in LJ, we were out of town. And we stopped on our way home to eat, and this young lady is her first night ever serving. And the table next to us, when she comes over, I mean, water glasses are like this high. And by the time she puts the tray down, because we were just seated there, right there, by the time she puts the tray down, you hear a disaster. And then you hear a domino effect where like, oh no, this doesn't end well. And the one guy is soaked. I don't mean he gets wet, he is soaked. And then like the whole team in this restaurant, it's a nice place, comes over and they're trying to be real nice to these people and get them moved. So she happens to be our server. So after they get this situation under control, and I'm telling you, it was like, whoa. She comes over, and it was tough because you could tell this young lady was, she was ready to cry.
Yeah,
She was all. So we were saying, relax. We were saying, relax, because she knew we seen her. We said, relax, right? Everything's good. Everything's good. Well, this is my first time. I've never done this, and I'm new at this. And it was like, so last night we were talking about different situations that we've seen where a server had an accident. But last night I was like, wow, I felt so bad for that young lady.
We've all had our epic fails in our careers, those moments where we didn't proof something or we didn't think something through before we did it, or an accident happened or whatever. I mean, we've all had. Mine just happened to not be when I worked in the food service industry.
Well, no, but I felt, and actually she did a very good job with us, and she was a nervous wreck and everything, and I'm not bragging here. I do want to say it though, but you know, when it came time to, I feel the restaurant probably comped the other family's meal.
I'd hope so.
And I would say it came out of her pay. Mm-hmm. I'd say you'd be shocked how many restaurants that they're not going to comp and just give it away. So you know, you pay a fortune as a server sometimes for the mistake. So you know, we put a little extra on the tip, knowing it might have cost her that last night, and you know, and she may have had a bad night. So, but anyhow, I was just wondering because I heard this, I was like, oh, this doesn't end well. It heard like a domino effect, and this guy's getting up. I was like, oh, gosh.
I worked at, and I'm not going to say where, but I worked at a barbecue restaurant, and we would get these trays with just slabs of ribs, you know, that people would order. And
yeah.
we had a food runner, like, for that. We had this nice, strong young man that ran the food for us because those trays were so heavy. Of course, me being the kind of girl I am, he was busy. I wanted my food out. I was on it. I was a good server. I tried to grab that tray out the window, and it's just, I could, as soon as it got all the weight got on my arm,
ribs,
I just lost it. I couldn't hold it. It was too much weight.
You always wondered why Fred Flintstone's car tipped over. It's those ribs.
Yeah, it was heavy.
Well, I didn't mean to go there, change things up. It was just, I thought last night, I said, how many...
I will say this, and I don't know if you've done it, but in this newer era of workforce issues is what I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Workforce issues. My level of expectations in the food industry, if I get cooked food, I'm happy at this point. Like, that's the bar now. If my order's correct, I don't expect my order to be correct anymore. I don't expect to get napkins and condiments and just the bar is not there anymore. It has lowered. It has lowered all the way down to, I just hope my food is fully cooked and edible.
Well, I hear that, but I want to say to get off that subject, the one thing I want to leave with is, you know, the couple. Well, there was three. They looked to be about my age that this happened to, and I'm telling you, when this gentleman stood up, he wore he was wearing water, and they had not even ordered. They just got their water. But they treated the young lady very well. They did not lose their temper. They did not stress.
Nice.
They were not mean to her. So I want to say, because, you know, sometimes you just don't have to treat people bad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't anymore.
Anymore?
Again, bar is lowered.
Okay.
Well, I went to a dinner one time with some people, not people I wanted to have dinner with, but it was an obligatory dinner. And the manager, not the manager of the restaurant, the manager of the business that I had to go have dinner with, anyway, they brought out the steak. And he looks at the waitress and he says, "I just want to let you know this steak is not cooked correctly." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you know, I'll bring you out another one, or we can throw it back on the grill, you know, whatever you want us to do." You know, she was like completely willing to fix the problem. No, not necessary. Just wanted you to know so that you could let whoever know that did it wrong that they need to do a better job. Like, just a total, this poor girl was like willing to fix the problem, and he's just being a total not nice person. And I was just like, I will never treat somebody that way. I don't care. I would never treat, plus I've worked in the restaurant industry. You don't want to know what happens to your food when you're meeting people.
You know what? I don't want to bring the show too serious, but I think what's lacking is appreciation. I know I'm a different generation, but when we grew up, we appreciated when people did things. We showed our appreciation, and I've everywhere I go, I've been watching to see, and I don't like to get into generational conversations and say, well, the 20 to 30 now and this, but what I see in that 20 to 30 range right now is a lack of appreciation that somebody did something. I just see a lack of appreciation. That's my opinion, and that's what my just personal survey is, you know, a lack of appreciation for things. You're supposed to do that. Okay, well, you know, you could say you appreciate it. I don't know. Am I wrong? I guess I'm wrong. Huh?
All right, let's talk about LJ.
That was boring, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just came up.
We're reaching.
I'm not reaching for anything. I got a lot of stuff today.
There's a lot. Yeah. We got a lot going on. So, I just wanted to mention there's some great activities coming up at the library. Someday, you know, Heath, the librarian at the library,
Yeah.
he goes on other shows and talks about the library. I'm calling you out, Heath. You go on other shows. You talk about the stuff going on at the library. Don't come on my show. Go on other shows.
Did you ask him?
I'm calling him out right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. You got to tell me when we're calling somebody out so I can get in on it.
Yeah.
I can't just sit.
He
I didn't know.
goes on
I'm
other
calling out.
shows and talks about how great the library is and all the activities at the library. And here I am over here promoting the library and talking about the library, but you don't ever come on my show. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
I'd love to have the library over here.
Yeah, they do so many great things.
And we're
So
always
many
talking
great things.
about.
We're
like,
always talking about the library. So anyway, let's.
Also, I'm going to join in and calling him out
Yeah, go ahead.
because he could be right here talking about the
He
library.
could. He could totally be talking about all the storytelling in LJ. Georgia's Gold Belt. They're going to have a special speaker come into the library to talk about Georgia's Gold Belt and all the places where gold was found in Georgia. Isn't that interesting? Nope, nobody's here to talk about it, I guess. Just putting that out there. Family story time. There's going to be, let's see what else is on here. I don't have my glasses. Oh, well. Well,
Really?
if he was here, he could talk about it. But if I had my glasses, I could see what's going on.
That's interesting.
Anyway, I also wanted to talk about Wine About Winter. I touched on it last week. We do have a full schedule up on our website now of all of the activities that will be happening. Starts Groundhog Day weekend. I believe Groundhog Day is on a Saturday this year. So it will be Groundhog Day weekend. And there'll be events on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There will be special events at each vineyard, and we have that schedule so you can see if you want to go to like the individual special events or if you want to just hit up some live music at all of them. They'll have tasting specials. Lots of events happening. So the information is on our website. There's a blog about it. There's a cool video we just shared on Facebook. So there's lots of cool things. There's going to be groundhog contests where you got to find, we talked about that last week, where you got to find the groundhog. They're going to have the Sunny and Share the Love thing with the sangria shots. And so that's at Fain and Goat. But the participating vineyards are Fain and Goat, Ott Farm, Ingelheim, Cardiquet Vineyards, and Chateau Maitre. So there'll be events happening all weekend. I will be making my rounds.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You don't understand how excited I am about this.
If it's a wine about winter or wine about spring or wine about summer or fall, she'll be making her rounds.
I should have a wine about summer, because I whine about summer more than I do winter.
No,
I'm hot. I
was implying you like your wine.
I do. I'm so excited about wine about winter.
Good for
Last year was so much fun. So I'm so excited about this year. And if you want to see some clips from last year, do check out our video on Facebook and YouTube, because it's got a lot of, you can kind of see what we did last year, and it was a lot of fun. I wanted to mention that Gilmore Arts has their live musical theater coming up starting next weekend. It is the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. They've got information about it on their website and on their Facebook page, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew about that. They're also going to be holding some other things at, sorry, my brain's going blank, at Gilmore Arts. They've got the Fiber Arts exhibit going on, as well as they're going to be doing some live artist events. They're also about to hold the auditions for Southern Fried Funeral, so if you're interested in being in that rip-roaring comedy, you can do that. But I wanted to just throw out some stuff that's happening in Gilmore Arts. There is always something happening, whether it's acoustic blends, an art exhibit, a performance at the Playhouse. Something is always happening at Gilmore Arts, and most of those, almost all of it, is on our calendar.
I want to be in
events.
a play.
Well, go be in Southern Fried Funeral.
What are the parts?
You have to go and look at the play script. The play script's on there.
Okay. When is the auditions?
Auditions are January 21st, so Monday from 6 to 8, or, hold on, go back, or Tuesday. See what Tuesday's schedule is. Tuesday, 6 to 8. So Monday or Tuesday, 6 to 8. It says Dewey Fry is dead and the rest of his family is left to pick up the pieces. That is, if they don't kill each other first.
So what else is going on? I told them I want to be, they never called me. I want to be in a play, but only when they do a play that has an attorney in the script.
The Tater Patch Players also has great performances. They've got their lineup for the year. In fact, I got that this week. Let me pull that up, and I'll tell you kind of what they've got going on as well. Let's see. We have, starting in February, they will have the Kitchen Witches. And in April, Drinking Habits. We could be in that one.
Sure.
In June, one called Greetings. September, On Golden Pond. And November, Dearly Beloved. So several performances with them this year. We're going to be putting out some information of performances you don't want to miss at both the Tater Patch Players and Gilmore Arts Playhouse. So I wanted to bring that up.
What else is happening? Hey, do you know Poxitani Phil?
Yeah, it's Groundhog.
Okay, just wanted to check. It's the most famous groundhog in the world, Poxitani Phil.
If you go on our Wine About Winter book, I have the whole history of Groundhog Day.
Oh, do you?
And how it started.
Oh, so that's all I had to do.
Yeah, I already did the research. I had to justify the drinking. We're celebrating a national holiday that was a tradition brought over from our founding fathers.
Slow down. With the brief time we have left, we want to thank you for tuning in. But we want to thank Josh for our background today, because we always talk about the Gilmer Chamber Welcome Center, and this is actually the Chamber Welcome Center right here behind us, and we always talk about all of the, now what do you call those cards? I call them something one day.
Brochures and rack cards.
Those are rack cards. They are all the way around there for all the things that are taking place up here. Also, they have somebody there that can help you in the Welcome Center. When are we going to announce Welcome Center, the other one?
In March.
But can we say it's happening?
Oh, yeah.
So I had an opportunity. I didn't ask. Easy. I wanted to tell a quick story. I had an opportunity the other night to go through the Watkins house, and it is what they have done. That's going to be the new Welcome Center in downtown LJ. Don't look so upset. I wanted to tell you.
I'm not upset. I'm
And
laughing.
I'm going to tell you something. What they've done in the remodeling of the Watkins house, every citizen in this county should be proud of it.
For those of you that don't know what the Watkins house is, or the building that we're referencing, it is the 2-story brick home that is next to the courthouse, located on the roundabout between Dalton State and the courthouse.
The wood floors in the front. Now the back they could not save a couple rooms, but the front rooms, which is a lot of rooms there in the front, the wood floors, I understand are 100 years old.
The original to the house.
Yes, and they refinished those floors, and they look amazing, like they're new floors.
It's pretty amazing. And then the matching, where the rooms that were not original, because there were some add-ons to the house, they matched the floors, so it makes the whole house look like that was the way it was supposed to be.
So that Gilmer Welcome Center is coming in March. They'll make that announcement. They're almost done over there, ready to go. And this is the Gilmer Chamber Welcome Center. But don't forget, all you have to do.
We're not moving, by the way. That is going to be an additional
that's the
welcome
downtown
center downtown.
Right.
That building will host 2 meeting spaces that we'll have available that, for use, and we'll have a huge exhibit hall in it that we will use for multiple things, either to host events, exhibits, information and the cool thing about this, and I'm really excited, this is going to provide some additional restrooms when we have events downtown. It's going to provide a place when we have events downtown for people to get information. We will be able to host more things in that welcome center, get-togethers, mixers, things like that. It's going to be such a great space for us to utilize. So we're really, really excited about it.
And just walking, you're on the square there, so you're walking distance from all the shops and the restaurants and everything like that. So it's going to be in addition to the Welcome Center out on 515, and this is our background. But you can go to the website. It's Gilmer Chamber, GilmerChamber.com there. Right there you see it, GilmerChamber.com, and up in the right-hand corner there, you click here, and that's the calendar of events and everything that's going on, from Wine About Winter and anything and everything that's happening is in that calendar of events right there. You can check out all of the different categories there. And I feel like categories, like we're doing a game show, all the different categories.
I just realized I called Heath out, but I don't think I've ever actually invited him on the show.
You can call him right after the show and apologize. I think you need to get in front of that. That's one of the things I think you want to get in front of. I didn't know we were calling him out.
I didn't.
And you put me on the spot. And I usually just go, if you do something, I just go with it. And because, and now.
We should have it like National Library Week. That's when he should come on the show.
I think maybe you should get in front of this. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
No, we were having a little bit of fun today. We would love to get some guests in here to highlight some of the different things that happen in the county. We've been talking about that, so we want to get our local library in here because we support them.
I get to tell you, you'll be the first to know. Sorry, first to know. Exciting news, first to know. Guess where we're having our first business after hours?
Okay, where?
Mountain Cinemas. The new movie theater is going to host us, our first business after hours this year. It's going to be February the 20th.
Are we seeing a movie?
They will have, I think, one of the theaters where you can see it. The 26th, February 26th, will be our Chamber of Business after hours at Mountain Cinemas.
Oh.
It's exciting.
You seen a good movie
Just want to
lately?
put that out there.
You've been over there to see a good movie?
We saw Mary Poppins.
Did you like Mary Poppins?
I loved Mary Poppins.
Did you? Okay. Our time is up. Gilmer Chamber Welcome Center. Thank you, Karla. And don't forget, you can always find this segment on our YouTube channel, FYNTV Fetcher News, and check the playlist. The playlist is Karla's Corner. Share it with your friends. We'll be back next Thursday, same time, same place, but this afternoon we're going to be joining all of our chamber member friends at the yearly business meeting. Karla, you better run. You got a lot to do.
I know. I'm supposed to be there at 9 o'clock to help start setting up.
All right, we're out.